failed coup in Burkina Faso didn't just shake the streets of Ouagadougou, it sent ripples all the way to Moscow. And now something big is brewing. While the rest of the world looked the other way, distracted by headlines and diplomacy, Vladimir Putin just made a move that has Western intelligence scrambling for answers. Leaked reports and insider chatter say it loud and clear. Russia has quietly sent in a shadow unit, elite, nameless, and forged in war, straight to Burkina Faso. Their job? Protect Captain Ibrahim Traore like he's the Kremlin's crown jewel. But don't get it twisted. This isn't just a fancy bodyguard detail. These are regime survival specialists, counter-coup experts, urban warfare tacticians, the kind of team that doesn't wait for threats. They erase them before they even show up. So now the big questions are lighting up like wildfire. Why is Putin betting so heavily on Traore? What do these Russian operatives know that we don't? And what's this going to mean for Burkina Faso's revolution? And for the powers trying to kill it in the shadows? Let's break it all down. Captain Ibrahim Traore didn't rise through smooth elections or polite applause. He came up through the mud, with riots in the streets, bullets in the air, and betrayal at every turn. From the moment he seized power in September 2022, he didn't just become a president, he became a symbol, a warrior president. And ever since that day, there's been a target on his back. Why? Not because he stole money or crushed protests, but because he did something far more dangerous. He told the West to pack up and leave. He took back Burkina Faso's gold, its land, its voice, and with that, he became public enemy number one for every foreign interest used to sucking the country dry. This isn't some conspiracy theory. It's a blueprint we've seen before. And no African leader since Thomas Sankara has had this many assassination attempts in such a short time. While other military rulers dance around diplomacy, shaking hands in Paris or sitting quietly in Washington, Traore lit the rulebook on fire. No more backroom deals, no more foreign strings, no more colonial hand-me-downs. He walked into the game and flipped the board over. And the response? Ruthless, drones, dirty money, paid-off mercenaries in African uniforms. Traore isn't imagining the threats, he's surviving them. And more than that, he's outsmarting them. But not every enemy speaks French or flies in from a NATO airbase. Some wear local fatigues, some call him brother. That's what made the April 16th coup attempt so chilling. Not just that it happened, but where the traitors ran. They didn't flee into hiding. They ran straight into Ivory Coast, and they were welcomed. Burkina Faso's own military intelligence confirmed what many had feared. The Ivorian government, nudged by quiet whispers from Paris, is sheltering the fugitives who tried to plunge the country into chaos. Let that sink in. A fellow African nation, once a brother in colonial struggle, now accused of giving sanctuary to mutineers and military sellouts. Intercepted calls, financial trails, weapons moving under the radar. This isn't diplomacy. This is a proxy war, a betrayal that goes deeper than borders. It tears at the soul of Pan-African unity. And yet, Traore didn't scream at summits or launch missiles across borders. He turned inward, not to hide, but to clean house. What started as a quiet reshuffle turned into something far more serious, Operation Lockdown. But don't let the name fool you. This isn't about ducking for cover. It's about tightening the reins of power so hard that no traitor, no drone, no shadow plot can slip through. The first step? Reinvent the presidential guard. Gone are the parade salutes and empty titles. Now loyalty is the only currency that counts. Every guard assigned to Traore had to pass intense background checks. School records, family ties, past affiliations, even spiritual beliefs. If there's doubt about where your loyalty lies, you're out. Simple. Because guarding Traore isn't just about protecting the man, it's about protecting the mission. These guards are more than soldiers. They're the last line of defense for a revolution that refuses to kneel. And while the presidency was being sealed tight, the army itself got a much-needed shakeup. The old regime left behind snakes in uniform, loyalists to Damiba, men with foreign bank accounts, leaking troop locations, selling secrets. So Traore made his move. Quiet, fast, surgical, Commanders reassigned, units restructured, internal informants planted deep within the ranks. The message was loud and clear. Corruption isn't just a threat, it's a cancer, and it's being cut out. And here's the part that really matters. Many of these traitors weren't working alone. They had help from outside forces, from French operatives, from destabilization networks in Togo and Côte d'Ivoire. This isn't paranoia. This is the real battlefield. So now with Russian operatives on the ground, a re-engineered military, and a presidency fortified like never before, the game has changed. Traore isn't just fighting to stay alive. He's reshaping the system that tried to kill him. But will it be enough? Can one revolutionary outplay the combined might of old empires, rogue neighbors, and silent betrayals? Let's get into the full story. Traore learned something early that every revolutionary must understand. Never wait for the gun to press against your back. Move first, clean house, control the game. So he did. Out went the old military hierarchies, those dusty chains of command built on seniority and colonial leftovers. In came something new, something sharper, a structure built on loyalty, ideology, and absolute commitment to the cause. Promotions weren't about rank anymore. They were political, strategic. Every move was calculated. Every officer's loyalty wasn't assumed. It was monitored, tested, and enforced. Because this isn't just a military government. This is a firewall, a revolutionary shield. And when the enemies of Africa come wearing your flag, speaking your language, and smiling in your uniform, you need a defense that's been purified from within. And once the army was cleansed, Traore knew the next fight wouldn't be with guns. It would be fought in silence, signals, secrets. The April 16th coup attempt didn't just expose traitors. It exposed something far more dangerous. Burkina Faso's old-school communication system. It was wide open, vulnerable. Coup plotters were whispering across borders, coordinating in real time, and disappearing without a trace. That ended overnight. Traore ordered a full reset of the nation's military communications network. In came encrypted systems, built with technical support from Russia and Mali. Every officer's device is now traceable. Every message, logged, encrypted, and scanned in real time. One suspicious ping can lock down an entire unit in minutes. Leaks? They don't slip through cracks anymore. They light up like fire alarms. And with Russian cyber units and Malian intelligence in the mix, the net now stretches far beyond Burkina Faso's borders. The traitors hiding out in Abidjan or Lomé, they can run, but their phones are already snitching. This isn't just about surveillance. This is about building a digital dome over a revolution. But while tech seals the skies, something else is rising from the ground. In most countries, national defense is the job of the army. But in Traore's Burkina Faso, defense is personal, and the people own it. Enter the VDPs, Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland. What started as rural militias, farmers, herders, teachers, ex-students picking up arms to protect their land, has evolved. Traore looked at them and didn't just see foot soldiers. He saw something bigger. Loyalists, believers, patriots. So he did what no African leader has dared to do. He turned them into a second army, not some side militia, a grassroots, people-powered intelligence network that foreign agents can't infiltrate and corrupt generals can't control. VDP units are now everywhere. Villages, ministries, airports, even inside army garrisons. Their job is simple: watch, listen, report. They're at town halls, near police stations, in mosques and churches. And while they don't make noise, they see everything. They feed real-time intel straight to the presidency. In Traore's Burkina Faso, the people are the intelligence service. No more relying on foreign-trained elites with 2 passports. No more trusting men who've studied in Paris but forgot their village names. This time, the intel flows from the roots. And here's the kicker: France can't hack it. They don't even understand it. But surveillance and reports aren't enough. You've got to predict threats before they explode. That's where the biometric defense system comes in. Officially, it's a civil registry upgrade. Unofficially, it's a national shield against sleeper agents and future traitors. Now every Burkinabe citizen is registering their fingerprints, facial scans, and ID into a central database. Sounds like a government service move. But underneath, it's a counter-coup weapon. Coup suspects? Their entire lives are mapped. Travel history, financial activity, who they meet, where they sleep, what phone they use. All triangulated, all logged, all ready for preemptive action. Critics in Brussels call it authoritarian. Critics in Paris call it a surveillance state. But ordinary Burkinabe? They call it protection. After decades of rigged elections, NGO interference, and puppet leaders with foreign bank accounts, people are finally seeing a system that doesn't wait for betrayal. It stops it before it spills blood. Traore doesn't want to control his people. He wants to protect them from men in suits with Western visas hiding behind embassy walls. Because he knows they're not just after him, they're after the idea of him. If they kill Traore, it's not just a man who dies. It's the clearest chance Africa has had in decades at real freedom, from Europe's ghost hand, from America's silent grip. But if he lives, if he survives the bullets, the bribes, the betrayals, then something bigger is coming. Not just a president, a continent, awake, standing, ready. Now it's your turn. If the US and France couldn't remove Traore through diplomacy or covert plots, what's next on their playbook? Could this Russian protection spark a Cold War 2.0 in West Africa? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, history is watching. And if you want more videos like this, stories about African leaders who are breaking the mold and pushing the continent forward, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay sharp, stay aware, and stay with us.